but you're going to hear complaints that are pretty long-standing in this neighborhood. It's not just...
Given the history of both these companies, deny this solid waste permanent permit, and you will be making a correct, a human, and a moral decision. How do you sleep at night?
Parents that have bloody noses. I can take my kids to Florida, dry heat. It's not because their noses are dry. We have no nosebleeds. As soon as we come home, within 2 hours, nosebleeds.
Flying, the air, you can't breathe it half the time. It stinks so bad out there, like dead eggs. There's nothing in that area that smells like molasses. I can tell you that much. It's just horrible. I've been there for over 10 years. I've been in this area my whole life. It isn't coming from the railroad, like we've been trying, people keep trying to tell us. It's not coming from Fibertron. They've been there over 30 years. It is coming from the VIM site.
Prescription I was able to get today. My son is asthmatic. I don't know, I guess it was the 22nd or so, this gentleman right here was in the neighborhood. He witnessed it, smelled it. They were digging on the burn. And ever since then, my son has not been able to breathe. He's missing school. I am unemployed.
I don't take walks anymore in my neighborhood. I take my walks over by my job because I don't want to be caught out in the neighborhood with the wind changing directions. And I do not know how people that live closer to VIM, how they have tolerated it for so long. People really are being harmed, and so I think that the action is just a very obvious one. I don't think that business can continue operating because they are not responsible. They do not take accountability for what they do.
To these people, because I know these people. I spend a lot of time with these people. My staff person works endless hours with these folks, only to be roadblocked by people like you. Your embarrassment, your agency's an embarrassment, the EPA's an embarrassment, and I'm sick and tired of it. I just don't have the power to get anything done. If I did, I'd put you and your agency out on the street because you're an embarrassment.
It's embarrassing to have people come to your house. That's what they talk about. That's what they tell you about. You're living next to a sewer plant.
There's rotting wood. Rotting wood brings fungus, bacteria, and mold. And do you think that it knows where the property lines are at? Our health, our welfare is worth something. And somebody has to finally stand up and say, we've had enough.
Rained
in the night.
Okay. And
this, and
yeah, where was this? Where?
In our backyard.
In this container?
It was in this